The Bangladesh jet crash occurred on July 21, 2025, when its Air Force F-7BGI fighter jet crashed into a school. This incident happened shortly after the jet took off from an airbase during a routine training flight. We'll look what caused the crash, how did it happen, more details all in the video ahead. At around 1:06 p.m. local time, a Bangladesh Air Force F-7BGI training jet lifted off from BAF base Bur Udham AK Kanpur in Dhaka. At the controls was Flight Lieutenant Tukur Islam Sagar, embarking on what was meant to be his first solo fighter mission. It was a routine training flight, one of many that take place regularly in the skies over the capital. But only moments after takeoff, something went wrong. A technical malfunction struck the aircraft, causing it to stall and become unresponsive. From the control tower came a swift command for the pilot to eject, but the plane was already flying too low. There simply wasn't enough altitude for a safe ejection. Fully aware of the danger, Flight Lieutenant Sagar fought to regain control. He tried to steer the stricken jet away from populated areas, aiming for open ground. But time and altitude were against him. Sometime between 1:10 and 1:15 p.m., the aircraft crashed near the main gate of Milestone School and College in the Uttara area of Dhaka. It struck the side of a two-story building while classes were still underway. Hundreds of students were inside at the time. The aircraft struck the side of the structure, tearing through iron railings and creating a massive breach in the wall. The impact occurred while classes were in session and the campus was crowded with students, teachers, and parents, many of whom had come to pick up their children. Seconds after the crash, a powerful explosion shook the area, followed by a fire that engulfed part of the building. Thick black smoke poured into the sky and was visible across the Uttara neighborhood, triggering panic and chaos as rescue efforts began. At least 27 people lost their lives, including the pilot and many schoolchildren between 8 and 14 years old. And more than 170 people were injured, many of them in critical conditions. Let's take a quick look at the F-7, which is a Chinese-built multi-role fighter aircraft developed by Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. It is an advanced variant and export version of the Chengdu J-7, itself a derivative of the legendary Soviet MiG-21. The F-7 is designed to offer upgraded avionics, improved pilot interfaces, and superior weapons capability, targeting air forces in need of cost-effective yet capable fighter solutions. Let's look at some of the causes that resulted in this technical error. With time, even modernized fighter jets begin to show signs of fatigue. After over a decade of high-performance operations, materials start to wear down. Structural stress accumulates in key areas like the engines, control surfaces, and hydraulic systems. This kind of fatigue can lead to critical mechanical failures, especially in fast, high-altitude flight. Another growing issue is the availability of spare parts. Since production of the J7 or F7 series ended in 2013, sourcing new, high-quality components has become increasingly difficult. Maintenance teams often have to rely on refurbished or second-hand parts, which may not always meet the same performance standards. This raises concerns not just about reliability, but about overall flight safety. There's also a troubling history to consider. The Bangladesh Air Force has experienced several accidents involving F-7 variants over the years. Investigations into past incidents have frequently pointed to mechanical issues as the underlying cause. In both the 2018 and 2025 crashes, the aircraft involved had similar service lifespans, suggesting that aging airframes may be contributing to the pattern. While the F-7 remains a symbol of a long-serving fleet, the risks associated with older military aircraft are becoming harder to ignore.